Hi, I'm Alexandra, Suzanne Greenawalt, and I am here today with Michelle Rodriguez. This is the second in our style interview series, and Michelle is the founder of the Paid Stylist and also of the Style Now program, which I am a mentor inside and think is just the bee's knees.
Thank you.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Annie.
So we're going to just dive in today to her style and what's going on in her life. So I just want to know a little bit about how do you want to feel in your clothing?
I want to feel chic. I want to feel progressive. I want to feel creative.
Mm-hmm. Now I know you had mentioned in the past badass, a little touch of badass.
Absolutely.
Can you just pinpoint that a little bit for me? Because is when you say badass, is it about a color? Is it about a jewelry? Is it about a leather?
That's a great question. So for me, badass is, and you and I can relate to this. Whenever I see Daphne Guinness,
Oh, yes.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That
Like
when I
darkness?
see her, I'm like, whoa, like
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
And not that I have to wear, the hat and the couture and the whacked out heel, but I do love it whenever I'm wearing a garment that is not typical and that flows in a certain angle or is just has a work of art feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel badass.
Mm-hmm. So it's not a biker badass. It's more of like a couture turn heads badass.
Yeah.
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 Got it. And can you tell me a little bit about where you're at right now with your style? Like, how would you describe the stage that you're at?
Style and I are at a very interesting stage right now. So, as you know, I was a personal stylist for over 6 years. But in 2012, I made the conscious decision to put styling on hold because I was transitioning to another business model, online learning. So I devoted all of 2012 in learning that model. And so consequently, it meant not getting dressed every day the way I used to. So I was definitely in learning mode, not warm-ups and, college learning mode. I don't think I'll ever go back to that stage, or I don't think I ever was in that stage. But I wasn't seeing clients on a day-to-day basis, you know what I mean, that sort of thing. And so Style and I were on a break.
Mm-hmm.
And once I launched the Style Now program and felt comfortable marketing it at the level that I am now, I realized, okay, wait, now I feel comfortable going back to style and getting reacquainted with it.
Yeah. And of course your lifestyle has shifted too, because now it's more focused on specific sporadic events, right? And online presence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And so now when I do get dressed or have reasons to, go out shopping, it's mainly for, as you said, a major event. My husband is also in sales, so, going to his networking events and, looking the part for him, or traveling.
Mm-hmm.
We love to travel. And so I've found that in the past year, my wardrobe is in travel chunks, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally.
And so I feel that now there needs to be a consistency.
Right. So what impact would you like to make in the world with your style? Like how other people see you.
Yeah, and so now I am teaching, of course, women how to develop their own personal styling business. And so I would love for my style to reflect, not only when they hear me speak, be liking what I have to say, but also noticing, oh my God, I love that jacket.
Yeah.
Or, oh my God, I love that earring.
Yeah.
Like, I love what she's saying, and I also love what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Double combination, right? Because the people that style us, we're just hyper visual human beings. Right. And so we could capture it all at once.
I think with the challenges in that area, is that as we do more and more online, is that we are limited to this, literally like above boobs. Like we don't even get boobs,
No,
unless
yeah.
unless you're doing like higher production value videos like what Marie Forleo is doing, where like she is really getting a full outfit picture, and I'm starting to do more videos, and all my Style Truth Bomb videos will have like a full outfit on me. But it's like when you're limited to this, your mindset is different for dressing for Skype, for video. The mindset is different, and you also have to think about how long do you need this item? And are there creative ways to procure items and then wear them, and then, and I have actually some ideas for you in a little bit. But talk to me about color. Like, what colors to you represent your style and your branding?
Not to fall under the typical, but I really feel comfortable in black.
Yeah.
Fitted couture, black. Yeah. I just feel one with myself. I love, on the other side of the spectrum, I like pinks. I like bright colors, and I'm not afraid to wear blues, and I love a good yellow, the good one, the good yellows in my life. Right. So I'm not afraid to use color.
So really
either.
Like the brights, you're talking about the really strong statements.
Yeah, and I don't mind them together as in a print, just a bold graphic print. I love just the architecture of graphics and patterns.
Yeah, totally. No, I mean, knowing you for like, I don't know how long it's been. Is it 2 years?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, when I think about you, I always think about you in like just really statement-y pieces. And I remember the first time I met you at RHH Live, like I remember you were wearing a little like cropped jacket, and I was like, oh, her outfit's kind of cute. It was like kind of cool. So do you feel now that your style and your branding are like really matching and working together, or do you feel like there's work to do in that area?
I think they're in a getting to know you process.
Yeah.
They really are, because I'm in the process of rebranding, or you could say rebranding. And now, as part of the rebrand, I'm making more videos. I'm making weekly videos that are attached with my newsletter. And so I'm thinking ahead, like while the website doesn't look the way I want it to right now, the videos that I'm making right now are going to live there forever in the next phase. So I'm kind of at that stage, like, okay, I know what I'm wearing this week is going to have to mesh with what the brand is going to look like in the near future.
Yeah. And so what's your biggest style challenge right now? Is it dressing for these videos? Is that your biggest challenge?
I would say so, because it is on a weekly basis. And, again, I am speaking to a very visual audience. Yeah. That this is their world. Yeah. Their clothing is their universe.
Totally.
And so, that
but
is definitely.
Have you found, I've found that there is a trend in the styling world, a lot of high-powered, really super, super busy stylists, they just wear a uniform of black. Have you noticed that, like on set? Like they're just doing black. Like for years I felt like the weird stylist because I was always like wearing so much color. But anyway, so I have a little surprise for you. I made you a little Pinterest board. So we're gonna do some screen sharing, and hopefully I'll do it correctly.
I can't wait to see.
Here we go. Can you see that? Okay, so what I did here is I pulled a lot of stuff from your pages as inspiration, like here at the bottom. And then here for all of you audience members, this is Michelle's Paid Stylist, the Style Now program page. So you can sort of see her branding. And then this is her other site here, wellstyled.net. And so you had some prints, and you had some like very bold black and white, very fun stuff. And I also pulled up some of your things that you have of you already online, just as reference, like to showcase what you look like. And I also saw that you have a new avatar here.
I do.
So, and this is someone did this sketch for you?
Yes, my designer,
So
Susie
cute.
Roselle.
Oh, Susie did that. Great.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really sweet. And so I pulled and focused on like really bold, fun stuff. Can you see this cuff?
I do. I love that.
Thought you would love that. And just lots of color. And because of the fact that you're doing lots of video, I focused a lot on statement necklaces because I've seen you wearing like very basics. Like today looks like you're wearing like a basic black, you know, and it's like I was thinking like a necklace, if you did a statement necklace, that could translate really well. Like even finding things that in person look almost gaudy, they're going to translate better via Skype.
I love that. I love that idea.
And then with everyone, I always pull this color chart just to show people, you know, what meaning there is behind color. So like you talked about blue. Blue is a symbol for trust, smart, calm, faith, power, being stable. And then like pink, you know, pink is tenderness and sensitive. Purple is royal. So I always like people when they're doing the branding to think about what message they want to send visually with their clothing. So Roxbox, I had a suggestion for you. Roxbox is a company that's like the Netflix for jewelry.
What?
I know, what? And it's like $15 a month. So I thought that could be a great way for you because, you know, do you really want to buy tons and tons of jewelry that you're just going to wear once or twice? No. So I was like, she can just get a Roxbox membership.
Lady, you are amazing.
I know. I'm really cool. Anyways, and the other thing is that just based on your social media presence, the one place where I saw the most edge was actually your Instagram profile. This little guy. I don't know if that...
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I do see, yeah.
So I thought maybe you could give some thought into like, you know, what do you use for all your avatars? Do you use the same image or do you use different images?
So that's a great question, and that's actually something that I thought about when I put that image up there, because you know, in Instagram, it's more of the avatar of a picture of yourself, because that's the essence of Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I thought about using my little custom avatar, and I was just like, I wonder if that would relate, since it's not necessarily a picture of me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, I think the thing with, let me just, I don't know how to go back. There we go. The thing with avatars in cartoons, I find they're so cute, but I think they have their place. But I think it's also really, really important to have the web flooded with photos of you. And I'm sure you know, there's a Michelle Rodriguez. She's very famous, and she's not you. So when you type in your name in Google, you get this other person. So, you know, I think it's really important for you to start, like, as, you know, things grow, to start flooding the market with your beautiful face.
Awesome.
You know? Okay. So I pulled lots of fun, bright, fuchsia, and then you had mentioned earlier navy. I saw this dress and I thought, oh, that's just so gorgeous.
That is divine. That's a great necklace.
Nice? That's Edie Tahari. The other thing to keep in mind when you're doing a lot of video is to look for items with shoulder detail, because you know, we're going to see the shoulders in the shot, and then also look for items where there's a necklace built in. You know, like this guy's pretty hot.
Yeah, and it's done.
Right? And then it's done. You just throw it on. Bam.
I don't have to think about it. Yeah.
Right? Rent the Runway is another great resource. I know you're probably thinking of them for gowns, but they also rent amazing jewelry, like statement jewelry and pocketbooks. So you could consider renting a couple accessories from them, like per month, just for your video use.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Right? Like great
Yeah.
money saver. Um, I also thought teal would be really nice on you. This is a great
Teal,
dress.
yeah, you're dead on. Teal does look pretty great on me.
So I haven't draped you officially, but personality-wise, you're totally like deep winter, dark winter.
Okay.
But there's a possibility, depending on if your skin tone is warm, you would officially be a deep autumn. But it sounds to me like branding-wise, you're just dark winter, you know. So
Yeah.
if it
I'm
feels
looking at those colors and I just want to douse myself in them.
right, right. So sometimes personality wins over skin tone.
For sure.
Yeah, so I just, I pulled some fun colors, black and white. I look for anything really graphic and wrap. You know the power of a wrap dress.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a stylist.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. So that new Della dress, like, I can't even explain how fast I want to get my hands on that thing.
That's a DBF, right? Isn't that amaze balls?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Pinterest. You just click through and you can buy it.
And also that little number down below in that pink with the white.
Oh, the Lisa Perry, this one?
Oh.
Yeah, it's so funny because when I was thinking about you, I was also really thinking about mod and 60s. Mm-hmm. And I know you haven't mentioned it, but I think of it for you.
Oh, mod is just, oh my gosh. You know that badass feeling that I was describing earlier?
Yeah.
That is how when I wear mod, I feel extremely badass in it. I really do. Like, there's just, And, even though I work from home now,
yeah,
I still get dressed and wear a heel around the house.
Of course.
I do. I still feel like I owe it to my clients, even though I don't see them, to dress the part for them.
Right. Well, to be practicing our style chops every day.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like a muscle. It really is like a muscle because every day you're kind of creating new combinations and you're trying new things out and you're expressing yourself in a new way. That's a muscle. And when you don't use it, when you just throw on sweats, you get lazy. Yeah. And then it's like becomes this kind of cranky machine. So when you go to use it, you're like, I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah.
So thank you so much. Do you have any questions for me, or you want to pick my brain a little bit? But that's sort of what I was envisioning for you.
I love the suggestions. I'm gonna get on. What is it? Box? What was it?
Oh, Roxbox.
Roxbox. I'm gonna hop on that immediately.
Yeah.
And start plugging at it because I think that's a brilliant idea. And truly, you really did narrow down with just that one suggestion how to buy less statement pieces.
Yeah.
Right? So like by statement pieces, I mean like tops and dresses and that sort of thing. Because the jewelry is really going to
make it really pop.
It's going to expand what I already have.
Yeah.
And I already have, I think all stylists just like live in dresses, right? I feel like that's just our world, dresses. And so I have an extensive collection of dresses, but in my mind recently I was like, oh my God, I don't want to wear that dress again. And like, people are going to see this dress again. But an easy way to change that would be the statement piece, the strong statement piece.
The strong, because I was really thinking about all the times that I've seen you on video or on Skype or on Facebook, and I was not I was not getting the word badass come in my mind. I was always getting, oh, she looks cute.
Yeah.
I always thought you looked cute, and so it's interesting to hear you about your intention, because I think you could definitely turn up the volume on the mod, turn up the volume on like statement pieces, because a lot of times what translates in real life, it just is sort of dead on Skype. and on video.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we have to, you know, like this top in person is a little like, whoa, blinded. But it's great for Skype because it's got a little interest and sparkle. And it's the same thing with your earrings. What? Your earrings are like catching the light in a good way.
Oh, good. That's good to know. I really like these. They have like an architectural element to them.
Yeah, but I think you go bigger and bolder with jewelry.
With jewelry. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and you know, I think that if you're sharing this with other women who are just starting out in video, because I'm new to this whole, you know, video scenario, you know,
me too.
2 months.
Me too.
Maybe, at most.
I'm new too.
I think that I think it's good for them to know that you are going to start out in a shy manner.
Totally.
You know, like,
totally.
You know, you're just going to start out just kind of shy, like, okay, I'm going to wear this, and it's crazy because I came from that stylist realm, right? So it's kind of weird for me to be in that space where I've seen clients be in, so I'm definitely in their shoes.
Yeah.
But as I make more content and as I do more things like you and I are doing, consulting with people like you,
and
there's nothing wrong.
And online programs.
And there's nothing wrong, obviously, like stylist to stylist, a stylist consulting with a stylist. I feel almost permission to be more of me in front of the video. And, you know, because, yeah, I could see how definitely the items that I've used in the past can reflect something that I'm not wholly, you know what I mean? Or you just see what other people are doing on video and you just, it happens to all of us. You're like, oh, maybe I need to be doing that, right. You know, but I'm not Nantucket or cutesy or, you know, it's not me. It's not me. So I'm bold.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. This was so fun. And everyone, please check out Michelle Rodriguez's amazing program, the Style Now program, and also her other site, wellstyle.net, and the Paid Stylist. And she's also on Twitter at the Paid Stylist. You can also find her at Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. She's all over. So follow her and see you guys next time. Thanks so much.
Bye, Alexandra. Thank you, hun.
Bye, Michelle.